Hey everyone, my name is Josh. This is video number 2 on my channel. If you like the last one or you like this one, like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. It's Pokemon_Josh, JAWSH. And a guy Rich on my Instagram reached out with a good question. So thank you, bro, on who is accountable for, if it's a weak 10 or a strong 10 when you're buying Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh, sports, whatever it is. And my answer is the buyer's responsibility. Because when you are playing with graded cards, which obviously everyone is at this point, you are paying a company, whether it's CGC, PSA, BGS, a fee for their professional opinion on what they believe the card is. So when you get weak 10s, a kick-ass 10, obviously, that's what you're going to list on eBay or some sort of site. You're going to say it's a PSA 10, but you're not going to give the grade. Raw cards is where you give your grade on. Hey, near mint, excellent, mint, whatever. Obviously, you rarely ever see mint, and those you have to be very wary of. So I think when people are buying cards, you have to be very careful with what you're buying. In my experience, here's my mistake. A couple months ago, I'm trying to complete, not last month, I'm looking to complete a first edition jungle set of all the holos in PSA 10 on PWCC auction. I bought a pincer, PSA 10, first edition, got PWC, looked at the scans briefly, honestly didn't go through them super hard. Got to me, heavy silvering. It's a 9. I mean, it's a clear 9. I have 9s and 10s, we all do. I'm like, this is not a 10. So for my personal collection, I want to get another one down the road and get to it. But whose fault was that? 100% mine. Because what they listed was Gem Mint 10 first edition pincer, which is exactly what I got. I got this little red label on the top that said the 10. And so it's tough. And especially when you're playing with bigger cards. My personal opinion, obviously you have 2 certs. There's 4 certs, which are newer, and obviously the new ones are 5s. I haven't got any of my PSA submissions back, so I'm not sure how much stricter they've gotten or if they have. But in my personal opinion, what I've seen, I have weaker 10s in the 2 certs than I typically do in 4s. That's just me. That's not for everyone. You're still going to have mistakes in there. I have a shitty 4 cert and a shitty 2 cert to show you right here. But it's tough. I think they're quite a bit stricter on bigger cards too. So if you're playing with more expensive cards and you're submitting, if your card's $1,000 and more, you have to understand they're probably going to be more strict on your card. Because it comes with that price point. If there's a smaller amount of, 10s, let's just say first edition, PSA 10 first edition Charizard, the big dog, the grail card, they're going to be extremely strict. Don't know if many of you guys follow, but Brown Eyes Yellow Dragon on Instagram, his name is David, awesome guy, has the BGS first edition Charizard. The subgrades are 2 10s and 2 9.5s. Looked at it, wouldn't give a 10 because of a tiny, tiny bit of whitening in the corner. I've seen first edition Charizards with way worse horrible centering. I've seen white specs. I have cards right here that are just pieces of crap in comparison, and they won't give a 10. So when you're working with those, be careful, but also know this is just, in the end, it is just a person who got hired to do a job. I mean, we're all in here. We all have jobs to go to outside this. Obviously, with this current thing going on in society with COVID, some people don't, and some people have made this their full-time job, so be really careful. No one wants anyone to get screwed financially. I don't think anyone wishes that upon anyone. So hopefully, like I said, my videos are typically for people who are less educated, or not less educated in general, but on the hobby, and hopefully I can help some people from screwing up financially. So once again, just remember it's a person. Went through maybe a little bit of training, and then what they said was, hey, dude, get in here. You're going to look at cards. These are the 4 things you're looking for, and then give a grade on it. So it is just a person making a decision on your card, and you have to understand that. These people aren't going through crazy training or going to college for grading cards. It's not how it works, and you just have to gotta accept that. That's how the game works now. Here's a couple cards I had just to show you real quick. This is a Ladybug, first edition, Southern Island. Perfect centering on the front. 2 cert. I'm like, dude, that's awesome. Flip it around. To me, that's pretty off-center. PSA 10s. I believe the Centering has to be 60-40 to still be in the realms of a 10. It has no whitening anywhere, so that's awesome. But that's playing pretty tough. That's what I'm talking about. That would be a kind of tough 10. I'd probably still sell this at 10, but I would send quite a few pictures before selling it to someone so that I didn't, screw them over. I haven't pissed off, but that's just how it goes. This is a new trainer. 4 cert, modern card. Got this out of a mystery thing. Pretty off center. I mean, that's good. That's pretty flimsy. I don't know. Right here, off center again. I mean, that's pretty much the ladybug right there. Left's thinner, right's thicker. So it's pretty tough. I don't know how many of you collect Yu-Gi-Oh cards or Japanese Pokemon cards, but a quick tip. Obviously, these cards you can tell in the front pretty well if they're centered or not. That chrome, you're going to tell right away. That's centered. Yu-Gi-Oh cards, they have that dark, strong border. But on the back is where you get away with stuff. So on those, you have the blue. You can tell, obviously, if it's centered or not. But these you get away with a bit more as it blends. And that blend with Yu-Gi-Oh, you get a bit, you can get away with more of it being off-center because it's hard to tell. In Pokemon Japanese cards especially, because that gold is a pretty long, bleed into the color. So you can get away with quite a bit more, which is why I believe you can get more 10s in Japanese cards as long as there's not whitening and things like that, because obviously that's much harder to grade. You're like, I don't know. It's probably 60-40. Let's roll with it. So that's pretty much the quick wrap up to my video, my brief little thing. Be accountable. It's your money. If you buy the wrong card, I know it sucks, but it does come down to a game of morals. People are in here for business. The point of a business is to make money. If you're in here to collect, they're in here to do business. I don't give a shit. If you're in here for financial gain, I'm all for it. So hopefully I can help you out. If you're in here to collect and you're like me, I'm just pissed off I have a shitty silvered pincer. I'm not going to resend it because I know it bothered me when I got the card. So I was like, fuck, screwed that up. But I'm also adult like most of us and understand it's 100% my fault. So be careful when you're buying stuff. If you watch this whole thing, please like it. Makes it feel cool. If you have an idea for our next one, hit me up on Instagram. Just message me, Pokemon_JAWSH, or comment below. Talk shit. I don't care. Other than that, hope you all have a great night, and thanks for listening.